My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Slay the Spire, the High Ascension grind with the Defect. We were successful last episode. And the episode prior to that, and I think the episode prior to that as well. So, with a streak to uphold. Move card from our deck. 7 max HP, 250 gold plus a curse. There's a 4 elite path with an early shop, so I'm gonna take the curse. Pain off. Ugh, that's gonna be a problem. We'll see how it goes. I do actually want to keep lightning orbs right now. Cool. I took the money because it's possible we get to that shop and then just have the ability to win from it. Find some sort of relic that's just wild. Hey, pain in the hand where I don't have to play anything. Nice. Hate that hand. Ugh. Bullseye hologram reinforced body. Probably most keen on reinforced body. If I had already the upgrade on Zap, I might have gone for hologram instead. Just for the ability to kind of push instantaneous damage. Okay, into the next hand, I can just end the turn, kill it. Charge battery versus capacitor. Charge battery. I can't take another curse, unfortunately. I don't have the ability to remove 2 of them in the same store. I'm going to just take the 23 heal, which is almost nothing. I almost never take that. Gold-plated cables. Your rightmost orb triggers its passive an additional time. Well, that's a big hint of the direction in which we should go. So I can card remove the pain. The thing is, going cool-headed Cold Snap Blizzard is not good against the elite. Whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy, they take 3 damage, so that's Go for the Eyes and Beam Cell, both deal 3 more damage. Ugh, it's a bit weak. This is an unfortunate shop for us. I think I just take Cold Snap and probably both of the explosive potions. And then I am going to try and go for elites. This is why I have both the explosive potions, by the way, as you might imagine. Earlier elite fights are going to be worse than the later ones, because the earlier ones don't have the benefit. Just double defend here. Oof, rough. It's 25% chance that a strike to the back line saves me. It would have had to double strike the back line, the lightning orbs that are. That is, the lightning orbs would have had to have done that. And there we go, we've got it. Show me Art of War if you don't play any attached during your turn. Gain an extra energy next turn. Kind of want to take the Cold Snap even over the Bias Cognition here. Is that a good idea? No, it's not. With the gold-plated cable, Bias Cognition's just too good to turn down. I don't want a 50-50 just having a relic. Like, it's actually a 40% chance that you end up with a relic here that just loses you the run a lot of the time, so. Well, not as 40% chance. It's 20% chance to get Gremlin Visage, which is gained 1 week at the start of each combat, so your upfront damage is heavily limited as a result of that. Has a 20% chance to give you Loth's Hungry Face, so the next non-boss relic chest is empty. And then it has a 20% chance to give you the Cultist's Headpiece, which just means you say core at the start of every single fight. And then a 20% chance to give you 50 extra gold every time you go to a question mark space, and a 20% chance to give you 1 extra max HP after every single end of a combat. I can't take it. Bias Cognition is going to be extremely important in this combat. Specifically because Bias Cognition's how we have to deal our damage in this combat, playing the extra... specifically because that's the way that we have to deal damage this combat, playing the extra Lightning Orb was necessary. Okay. Oddly Smooth Stone started to combo with 1 dex, as well as this Strength Potion and Leap. Definitely. I still want to keep going elites, actually. Vajra, at the start of his combat, gain 1 strength. No, it's death to do that. Barrage totally has a place in this deck now, though. I'll rest. Move a card from my deck. Sure, probably a defend at this rate. Loop isn't bad, it's just more gold-plated Gable, so our frontmost orb would trigger a ridiculous amount of times. If we had a Dark Orb, it would be quite wild. I kind of want to go Loop card removal. Maybe even Regal Pillow. It's our boss at the end of the floor again. Okay, yeah, no, we've been preparing for that the entire time. We can't play Bias Cognition that final combat. And unfortunately don't have enough money for the Clockwork Souvenir here. If only we could get Clockwork Souvenir there, that would have been wild. Basically, I don't think that would have won the run instantaneously, but it would have been damn near close. Focus Potion, definitely important for upcoming combat. We'll take the Barrage there. Bias Cognition actually defends me for a little bit of extra energy. That's a little bit extra that turn. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Storm. I do want the extra cold snaps as the thing. Is that a good idea? Because cold snap is defensive. Defensive plus Bias Cognition is a great way to die. I don't think I'd take this next cold snap. I think if that was a ball lightning, I would have been really happy about it though. Loop triggering things an extra time. That's like 3 extra damage a turn right now. But after with Bias Cognition in particular, sorry, it's pretty wild. Barrage is going to be usually like 18 damage, 1 energy. It's pretty big. Zap and Dual Cast both need to be 0 cost. Damn. Alright, Focus Potion has to happen in this combat. There's no 2 ways around that one. 2 lightning there. So, yeah, we can definitely put you on the ground. But this is 15, actually, at the moment. That. Bias Cognition can't be played, as I've said. It's there for the shorter fights. It's there for the hallway fights and things like that. That triggers twice at the end of the turn, so I end up on 22, so that does do a nice strike. Cool. 22, sorry. Was 22 if I hadn't have struck there. Alright, this is totally fine. Full defense as well, hell yeah. Get me a couple defrags in this build, please. Actually, I could have dealt 2 damage if I struck there at the very end as well. That's my bad. Fine. I'm still cycling things through because I want that Frost Orb to get to the front of the line. Actually... Yeah, Bias Cognition, now we win. I think I could have just Bias Cognition plus hit the dual cast there, but I also just figured, well, I defend and then I win anyway, so may as well just... Core Surge, gain 1 artifact. That's the possibility to play Bias Cognition in long fights. That's insane. That's so big. Oh my god. Inability to upgrade at rest sites is really bad. We want Bias Cognition, Loop, we want Barrage upgraded, we want Dual Cast upgraded, Reinforced Body. Like, all of those are pretty priority. So we'll take the Cursed Key instead. Shot. Pretty happy with that. Can go for a super early shop here. Would almost certainly be used on removal. Okay, think about the elites this floor. What elites can I take on? What elites can't I take on? Gremlin Knob. I can probably control. Not Gremlin Knob, Gremlin Leader. Slavers? Depends on our draw. Book of Stabbing I'd be fine against. Okay. I'm kind of comfy on that. So I would probably elect to go for an elite or two. There is an elite free path here. Okay. There's an elite free path, and I can follow it for a while and then eventually decide whether or not I want to stay aboard that bandwagon. This lightning orb it's doing enough. Bias Cognitions can be wild. Definitely taking none of those, thank you. See, this is what I was worried about. Unless this is... I was looking at the deck before and I was like, okay, what would I do in this circumstance? Unless this is End Caridian, I don't really want it. Actually, Milry's Codex is also pretty good with this deck being this thin. Because then, per battle, I can take something that I think will help me there. See, Necronomicon, there's no way I'm... hang on. Single Necronomicon makes us Sunder insane. What other 2-cost attacks exist in the Defect? Doom and Gloom. I would run Doom and Gloom in this deck. It's all set up for later, but it's fine. Not a fan of how this one's going down. Like, with no defense in my opening hand, I just have to take a bunch of damage here. Well, it's especially annoying because I know that my deck has a lot of defense in it. So I know that the deck can do a lot better. Ugh. I was taking the role that lightning orb was going to manage to hit the backline mugger there. Turns out not to have been a great gamble to take him. Works out in the end, I get my money back, but at what cost? Was it Glacier or is it Steam Barrier? Yeah, it's Glacier. I'm definitely avoiding elites for a while. So that's unfortunate. Alright, well, I'm not going to get confused this combat, so that's cool. Especially considering the cards in my deck, that's probably a good thing. We'll dual cast, then... Glacier Zap Charge Battery. I want to get a Frost Orb at the very front. Just makes it way easier to defend myself. And then I can rely on Barrage to deal my damage. Alright, now we're at the point that Bias Cognition's a totally reasonable play. It's lethal. See, Chill at the moment is actually pretty big. The ability to fill my orb slots at the very start of each combat, when it's upgraded, in particular, is insane. Unfortunately here, it's really important that I play Glacier as well as the Core Surge as well as Bias Ignition, so... Basically the most reasonable source of block I could have gotten out. While also setting myself up for the ability to compete later on in the game. We're resting the next two camps. I'm a little annoyed that I don't have the Regal Pillow, actually, so... Maybe that was incorrect for me not to pick up. Unfortunately, because I don't have a Ball Lightning going on in this deck, after I exhaust my initial Lightning Orbs, they're not there forever. Like, I'm going to be well defended for a very long period of time here, but unless... never mind. Centurion down. If I, specifically in exactly this circumstance, if I had Bites in this deck, I would be capable of just healing back up to full. Just because I'm automatically defending every single turn. So I'd wait for the Mystic to heal themselves, and then I'd hit them again, and then just keep going like that. Add a card to my deck. Pre-upgraded Glacier. I need more Lightning Generation. I'm getting the defense. This is going to be really good in certain circumstances, but Lightning Generation also needs to apply. Or Dark. Dark still works. Wow. We take a ridiculous amount of damage here. Necronomic Curse as well as the Ascender's Bane in our opening hand. Look at the rest of our deck, by the way. Defensive, 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 defensive. Offensive. Cool draw. Cool draw. $11 block plus 6 per, so 11, 6, 6, 23 total. It's probably the best I can do regardless, though. If I do it like that, I can actually get one of them to trigger twice, so I can get the full block there. Okay. And that's lethal. Whew. All right. That could have been rough. Fear Potion. Sweeping Beam, maybe? Rest yet again. Just trying to keep myself above water right now, unfortunately. Data Disc at the start of each combat, gain 1 focus. That's the last relic I need to pick up. We're done. Alright, I gotta prevent the artifacting from coming in. Otherwise, Sneko's just gonna deal so much damage to me. Plus, I'm passing up potions left, right, and center. Yeah, well, there's the Bias Ignition that I now can't play because of what I just did. At least I get extra energy this turn that I can't use. Alright, so 6, 12. 12 on top of the block I currently have is enough. Fine. So I can double strike. 12 on top of the current block is fine as well, so... Go for damage. And... yeah. Easy. Melter Fusion Reprogram. We cycle our orbs too quickly to get much value out of Fusion. Reprogram doesn't really make sense in this deck. Melter... Do I want to remove a card from my deck right now? Because I have a shop in 3 spaces, so... Yeah, no, I have an injury literally in my deck right now. So. Fine. Then we'll rest. We're not getting more powerful on this floor, and I am terrified because of that. I'll take a random relic here. We got the Pendib. Every 10th attack you play deals double damage. Hopefully there's not something in here I desperately wanted. Orange Pellets is okay, but we already have a way to deal with stuff. Doom and Gloom is a bit annoying to miss up. Sorry, not get. It's a bit annoying to miss. I think I might actually want the block potion just for the sake of getting through this upcoming elite boss, rather. Yikes. Not a great opening turn. Well, Chill turned up on exactly the right turn, so, you know, well done to you. I do still need to control the field, so... Strikes ahoy. One down. 2 to go. Well, this is annoying. I'm about to be debuffed this turn. I'm going to use Sweeping Beam here. Hopefully... Nope, didn't draw the right thing. I didn't draw Bias Cognition, so I can't play Core Surge right now. Otherwise, the debuff is going to remove my artifacting. And I need that artifacting. It is very important that I keep that. For specifically the Bias Cognition. That's how we win fights like this. Having that extra focus without the downside. Or rather, that's how we could win fights like this. 46 incoming damage is, that's a fair chunk of change. I can defend for 7 more damage with this block potion right now. I don't think I need to. There'll be better turns for that. The enemy is still gonna debuff pretty soon, so... I'm very hopeful here that I'm gonna get back to my right cards at the right time. Come on. Bias Cognition. No. And we'll use the block potion this turn. Defense control 12. 54 again. You have to stop doing this. Like, it is a bit much. You have to admit, it's a bit much. I mean, if I had Bias Cognition out, sure. Then it's all just fun and games. No one gets hurt. Literally. But you insist on dealing damage every single time. I'm mad. This is a resummon, by the way. This is extremely annoying. Did that in the wrong order, by the way. Obviously, I should have doubled the power of... Why have I got 3 strength? Oh, right. Potion. So... 14, 61... Incoming. Okay, cool. We're fine. Right. Torch head. Woo! Got him hit twice. Nice. Having a Frost Orb at the front of the party with this much, with Loop as well, is really big. I would love Loop to be pre-upgraded. I would love Bias Cognition to be pre-upgraded. But again, I don't really have the ability to get that done. You're resummoning already? I hate you so much. Best defense I could get that turn. Also cleared a member off the field. Way too much defense that turn, but let's set up a lightning orb. Damn it! Don't resummon. Thank you. Whew. We are actually blocking all of these attacks. I am kind of astounded. If I evoke this, I get 10. If I don't evoke, I get 14. Is that going to make a difference? Well, we're getting, what, 21 at the end of this turn. 21 on 25 is 46. So, yeah, it does. But the thing is, if I zap this turn, I can actually probably reach for lethal next turn. This gives me the ability to ignore summons and just do that. Meteor Strike obviously would be hilarious because Meteor Strike with the Necronomicon is insane. How would I ever cast it though? That's the problem. And also, after I cast it, how much do I benefit from it? Like, all of those orbs do nothing except for give me energy, and I don't need that much energy for this deck. Creative AI could be our win condition for a long fight. But the problem is if I take that creative AI and then the final boss is the awakened one, I'm dead. Well, no, I can defend against the awakened one reasonably. It's just one dead card in that combat. Sure. Specifically with the creative AI, it's probably a good idea to get the extra energy, but it's no. It wasn't even close. I was wrong. Sorry, my bad. Dono and Decker are the final fight also. Inserter giving us every 2 turns an extra orb slot is insane considering how much energy we can how much we can generate. Okay, there is no elite free path. Cut. So you can see we have to fight an elite no matter where we go. This gives us a lot of upgrades before the first elite. This is a good path, I believe. Can't play Bias Cognition. So may as well play Creative AI. Didn't have better things in that hand. Gosh. Wow, Electrodynamics, really? I should Glacier first. And as much as I want a Sweeping Beam, I'm better off Core Surging. This is a lot of damage! Ow! I want to leave those lightning orbs there until we get back to Bias Cognition. Cool. Just trying to even out my damage here. Whew, buffer, nice. Let's zap, Glacier, and loot. And then that lightning's just going to take care of everyone in the next round. Evoke it, don't evoke it. Either way, that's lethal. Pre-upgraded reinforced body, I mean, come on. Obviously. So elites on this floor I lose to almost every elite on this floor right now, so... Should have struck beforehand, obviously, though. That's my bad. Gosh. Don't make me lose this combat. I mean, like, we're not going to, but don't make me look like I might. See, self-repair is nice for the ability to heal, but Ball Lightning is so powerful for this deck. I feel like this deck in the final fight needs to go defensive then offensive, but the problem is Donu and Deca scale with us. I think if I don't take self-repair, I'm dead to whatever elite I end up fighting up here. Oh, sorry, there. Yeah. I have to do that. That's like two upgrades worth of healing. Wow, this sucks. Yeah, thanks for the 22 damage. Now I actually have to rest in the next position as well. This deck, I'll remind you, has so many defensive cards. It is insane that we keep drawing this badly. Those two exploders are just going to blow up and kill us. Well, at least it didn't damage me while it did that. Got Pen-Nib active. Damn, I really wanted them to die that turn so that the inserter... No, wait, I can get them to die the end of the next turn, right? Yeah, there we go. Alright. So now we've got the inserter and the Pen-Nib both ready to trigger as soon as we go into the next combat. Compile Driver will draw us 2 cards almost every single time. We get it. As long as it's upgraded. It's not upgraded. No, it doesn't need to be upgraded for that. Right. And the reason that might be important is because of the days that are put into our deck at the final combat. So being able to draw would help us possibly get past those days. Also, Hologram forms the same function, right? And allows us to pull back important cards like Lasher. I think we'll take the Hologram for that reason. That was wrong. Well, we got lucky and it wasn't wrong. Well, we got lucky, it was wrong, but we got lucky. So it's okay. We should have been more defensive. It's the difference that would have wanted to be made there. Not really too many ways around that one. Just gonna get as much defense that turn as is possible. Creative AI can't draw repair, by the way. In fact, there was recently an update that means that no source of random card generation, including Nilari's Codex, including Dead Branch, including, you know, just any sort of card generation, is incapable of taking or creating cards that heal. Which is a good thing. Otherwise, like, the clearly correct strategy is to be, like, way too cautious and just exhaust a ridiculous amount of time in each fight just waiting for those extra heals. Calls that recursion equilibrium? Equilibrium could be totally reasonable, especially considering a couple of my other cards, the Bias Cognition in particular. I want the loop with Bias Cognition in play. That's like a bunch of extra stuff for us a lot of the time. Upgrade all cards. You can no longer heal, but the problem is we've got another elite later, so I know that I have to heal after that elite. So gonna have to fight the slime boss. Well, damn. It's a really good opening turn right now. Hang on. 24, 7, 5. Oh, that split you. I screwed up really severely there. That could cost me this fight. Hell yeah, one down. Never mind, we're fine now. It could have been really bad, and then it decided to not be really bad. Whew. Yeah, a hand like this could have killed me earlier. Start out the turn with 2 triggers, and the turn with 2 triggers, and that'll be it. Gambling chip. At the start of each combat, discard as many cards you'd like and draw that many, as well as the energy potion. That is really big. Those two in concert with one another, rather. Are going to be extremely handy. Deck's not thick enough to use aggregate constantly. Alright, Smith. The extra focus on Bias Cognition is pretty big. That's our strategy, right? We don't take this. We don't want another curse. I want the absolute best chance to get Corsage. Corsage was super good there. Like it usually is. If dual cast costs 0 this turn, I actually could have done cool stuff there. It's annoying. Like I could have played the creative area in particular is what I'm talking about. Defended. I think we're in the point where that was correct to play the Bias Cognition. Like, I think 5 turns from now, the lethal will have already been achieved. Yeah, looks like I was correct. All right, I feel happy about that. Get him. Got him. Turbo? Second hologram. See, the thing is, the holograms need to be upgraded. Lose all gold for a relic. Dono and Deca. See, the thing is, Dono and Deca have artifacting on them, but I don't actually need to remove their artifacting. I have no effects in the deck that use that, so to take this literally does nothing in the final combat for us. As much as I would love buffer, obviously. Can't take that. I kind of want to, like, get the max HP. Maybe even the strength potion. The extra energy from the energy potion is pretty clutch. I think I think I need these to be defensive. I think I need my potions to be defensive, is what I'm saying. Stack becomes really good in the final combat because of the amount of days that get added to our deck. So I could take Stack. Taking it. Right. Nemesis is going to be a problem. Okay. Well, we can't get debuffed in this combat, so Core Surge is great. So if I'm generating 3, right? Generate, push, push. So this ends up at the front regardless. It's just whether or not the thing behind it is a zap or is a glacier. So we'll have the zap closer to the front. Sorry, the lightning closer to the front, obviously. Bias Cognition, Equilibrium, Stack. I mean, it's pretty good defense. Pretty good defense. Self-repair, definitely. I think I hologram back Zap. Oh no, creative AI. I should have chilled there. There was no reason not to. Defrag. Not a bad pickup. Cold Snap, Barrage, hologram back the Barrage, play the Barrage again. That's a lot of damage on the turn that the Nemesis is open. Things have gone very well for us in this combat so far. I need you to be aware of that. This is abnormal. Alright, now that we've got a lightning orb at the front of the party, it's party time. Alright, literally just end my turn next turn and we win. Got him. Emotion Chip! At the start of each turn, if you took any damage last turn, trigger the passive ability of all of your orbs. I would take a Darkness Orb, but that's not our build anymore. It hasn't been for a while. As soon as we got the extra chill and the extra 2 cold snaps, 2 glaciers, can't do that. Reinforced Body is another defensive thing. I need lightning generation is the thing. That's what's really missing from this build, is lightning generation. Cool. And it's damage time, isn't it? Nice. I might have to use the block potion this turn. Just a lot of damage to take. Ooh, that's perfect. They're both dead next round. Uh-huh. Yeah, self-repaired! Why? That's 7 more HP I just could have had. That's my bad. I think I've already been taking too many defensive cards recently. I think I have to turn those down. So I could Smith here or rest. Smithing the creative AI to be able to play it, or either of the holograms to have them replayable. It's really big. If 7 HP is the difference between us winning and losing here, I'm going to be so mad about it. Creative AI makes sense to have in the first turn. That's why the energy potion was in this deck initially. Okay, 30 damage backline. It's okay. Scarcely be more defended. Just need to get Core Surge before Bias Cognition or with it. Or not, fine. Loop, defrag. I'll zap Glacier. Just generate more defrags then, please. Okay. least. Machine learning is pretty huge. Machine learning, hologram back. Yes, we've got this. So it's core surge, then we'll hologram back the bias cognition, play it immediately, and we are covered. Machine learning is also super huge to play. I think we just won 19 as well. I'm not certain yet, but this loop, meaning that this frontliner plays, like, so commonly, is wild. I'm gonna play that self-repair to get it out of the deck. That's a lot of lightning at the start of the round. Okay, so 41 coming in. I'm already defended for 36. I could Hollow World, but I actually think that's probably going to be actively bad for me because of the amount of times we're going to shuffle through our deck. Oh, but it would thicken our deck for the effective... Hang on. 36, so the incoming damage is 42, so I literally just have to charge battery. So charge battery, hologram something back. Probably barrage. And static lightning to get it out. I'm leaving the lightning orb at the front of the party because it strikes like 5 times at the start of each turn. It's pretty wild. Storm is going to be a lot of lightning over the course of the fight, so sure. Cold Snap, hologram back, the Cold Snap, then Cold Snap again. Oh, very bottom there. Almost managed to miss it. Almost. Their strength up is ridiculous right now. It's only getting more ridiculous. Ah, thank you, Stack, for turning up at exactly the wrong time. 2 Hello Worlds. Alright. I think we're covered now. Oh, there's the Echo form just to guarantee it. Hell yeah. What can slow us down? What can stop us? Nothing. Nothing can do those things. Next turn's just going to start with a death. Oh no, because the Frost Orb was at the front. Whoops. Oh, that Storm at the very end there. Woo, hell yeah. 1438. And Ascension 20 unlocked. We actually would have been in a reasonable position to go for the next Ascension, like another boss immediately thereafter, especially off the back of the self-repair healing us in between the fights. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been the High Ascension Grind with the Slay the Spire Defect. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.